Hi everyone, and welcome back to Future Push. My name is Henry, and today I want to talk about why I think that Amazon Web Services should be a part of the curriculum here at Penn State. Here at IST, through all the courses I have taken over the past 4 years, I have found that cloud services have been covered very sparingly, and just a very basic general definition of what they are, and not necessarily what any of them do. And one thing that I found while speaking with employees of companies, while networking, while at job fairs and at interviews, these services are used by almost every single one of these companies, and there are jobs in fields that require knowledge of cloud services. Unfortunately, I was given the benefit that at my previous internship, I was able to become an AWS certified cloud practitioner and an AWS certified solutions architect at the associate level. And both of these things gave me what I believe was a very strong edge against other students looking to apply for jobs. Almost anyone I spoke to was very impressed that I had this knowledge and these certifications as a person in college. I felt like it was very helpful in giving me the career success that I have had since coming back to school as a senior. And because of that, I think it's important that some parts and aspects of this knowledge is passed on to current students so they can also have the edge that I was given. And so one example I'll give for that is when I was interviewing with Deloitte, whom I now have accepted a full-time offer with, they were doing case studies for their interviews. And with those case studies, I was able to use my knowledge of AWS to better define how I was going to implement my solution to the problem in the case. As expressed by my interviewer, really impressed them. And it also really helped to really show that I had a knowledge of the things I was speaking about. So going off of that, I have taken the time to construct an open educational resource, or OER, for Amazon Web Services. So here, and this is using the Hack CMS, which is available to me through Penn State. And I'd like to just quickly walk you all through why I think open educational resources are very beneficial and why using something like Hacks is also super helpful for this. So first, one thing I want to talk about that makes me think that AWS would be very easy to integrate into our curriculum is the AWS free tier. So this is a thing offered by AWS. So when a user first creates their account, they're eligible for free tier usage for the first 12 months that their account is active. And with the free tier, you get a ton of services for free. Like, for example, you get 750 hours of EC2 instance runtime for free. Like, you can call 1 million Lambda functions for free per month, and a ton of other things. They're all listed here in this link below. And this video as well provides an overview of what the free tier is. If we want to keep this as an OER, this would be super helpful because then students would be able to experiment with AWS and the simplistic aspects of it without having to pay for any of it at all. Now, the other half of the OER I've engineered for Amazon is using Hack CMS itself to leverage that. And I found that Hacks is very useful because I can then create the course in any format I want. I can link videos that I found are helpful. I can link websites that I feel are helpful. And I don't have to pay for any of it, and my students would not have to pay for any of it either. These are things that aren't necessarily always possible using things like Canvas or a more traditional course. I know that it can be done, but I think that using something like Hacks is much more sustainable, efficient, and gives the professor a lot more freedom in terms of how they want to structure their course. And like, I guess one example I can give for that is with the AWS Lambda page. I mentioned in here that I include this lesson because Lambda is one of my favorite aspects of AWS. But of course, if I was a different professor, I might think that a lesson on S3 might be more beneficial. So instead of talking about Lambda and giving its own dedicated lecture, I might change this to an AWS S3 lesson. So there you have my explanation for why I think Amazon Web Services should be a part of the curriculum for IST students here at Penn State, and also why I think something like Hacks PSU is very, very beneficial for creating open educational resources that are accessible to all students and very highly customizable for instructors. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and thank you. Have a great day.